So we are finally at the finale of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Finally, because this season has been terrible. I can't curse in the first 5 minutes of this video, but I'll get to it. But yeah, what a disappointing season. And I'm just glad they're wrapping it up, because the reunion don't even look that great either. But let's get into this episode. So we open at Candy's new restaurant, Blaze, and it looks like she's getting some type of award from the city of Atlanta. Now, it's being presented by a councilwoman. I'm thinking that's representing the mayor. I'm not sure, but she's getting a day dedicated to her, but not in Atlanta. It's in South something, Georgia. I mean, I'll rewind this scene maybe 3-4 times. I could not understand what that woman was saying. So yeah, if you know in the comments what part of Georgia recognizes Candy Bird's Tucker Day, y'all let me know. So next scene, we are with the lovebirds, the newlyweds, Cynthia and her man Mike. And apparently it looks like they're looking for another home for them together in Atlanta, and she's planning on Airbnb. She's planning on renting out Lake Bailey for like an Airbnb or so. So it looks like she's trying to stay in Atlanta. But the thing is, Cynthia, I like you. You were really nice at BravoCon. Sweet. But I don't want you on Real Housewives of Atlanta anymore. Can we bring back Phaedra? Can we bring back Phaedra yet, please? Because at first I was really expecting Cynthia, like this is her happily ever after, and this is her final season, and she'll be going to LA. But I guess not. So next scene, we have Portia Luther King walking up to the podium to give a speech. This is the John Ossoff and Reverend Warnock rally when Georgia was definitely on the line for the Senate. So yeah, I'm glad that, everybody in Georgia voted correctly. And it's nice to see Portia using her platform for a great cause. I mean, the growth that Portia has had on this show, I mean, even if you don't like the girl, is definitely obvious. You would think Portia is running for a seat the way she is talking. Wow. So next scene, we're with Drew and her husband Ralph, and they're taking her son to see his biological father. I feel like Drew is like, little boy, you gonna help me with this plot line. Once again with these clear face shields that do nothing. So they're at the bakery waiting for their old baby daddy, and it looks like he's late, like very late. This plot line kind of reminds me of Candy and her baby daddy trying to get with Riley. I just feel like we've seen this plot line already on this franchise. So her son dad finally arrived in this terrible, tacky fire shirt that he's wearing. Oh my God. But one thing you can tell, that is definitely that kid's dad. Like a spitting image. Oh, this is so awkward. That's the type of reaction I have when I meet up with any half siblings that I have, like, who want to come in my life now when I'm at the age of 35, when they've had 20 or so years to get to know me. Producers let us know that he was an hour and 15 minutes late. Oh, I'm tired, but I'm here. That's what the first thing you got to say when you come in? Sorry, I'm late. Oh, he just looked like he ain't shit. That's the type of ninja you call to lay pipe and leave. Don't do anything else. Not, let alone have a child with him. Ugh, that poor child. He looks like he does not want to be there. So wow, Drew also has to make a phone schedule for him so he can talk to his kid? Wow, like I think she did better with just having Ralph as his kid's dad. I'm hoping that their interaction was longer than 10 minutes, like him showing up an hour and 15 minutes late, but I'm sure it's edited down, thank God. So next scene, we're with Kenya and her therapist, and of course she's talking about Mark. He came to her house and decided to stay with her for Brooklyn's birthday. And it seems like she still wants a relationship with someone that doesn't want to be bothered with her. And I just really don't understand the line of thinking that she has. So then she tells her therapist, after the birthday party, he came, we got along, he said he wants to try better, he wants to make it work. The therapist then says, well, it's hard for me to get Mark's perspective when he isn't here. And then Kenya volunteers to just call him. And then what happens when she tries to call him? He blocks her. Well, according to Kenya, she feels like he blocked her. And again, the embarrassment continues. It just seems when Mark isn't involved, like she's this confident, shade-throwing, mess-starting, slut-shaming person. And then when Mark is involved, she's just so meek and timid and don't know what to do. It's really crazy. Who blocks the mother of their child's phone calls? Someone that doesn't care about the mother of their child. So apparently Brooklyn has a phone, because I'm sure she uses it all the time. But Kenya calls him from Brooklyn's phone and it's ringing, but he doesn't respond. So far in this episode, we go from one awkward scene to an embarrassing scene. Child, she making up this whole thing as she go. Like, she probably's like, oh yeah, Mark is trying to call me. I'm texting him right now. He says he's busy. Maybe she's just making all this up. But yeah, he texts her back and basically dismisses her and says he's doing something more important. Oh, so now she says Mark is going to see the Kenya that everyone knows, the evil Kenya, and the stupid hoes that she deals with. Girl, look in the mirror. Okay, so this is my only Kenya compliment for this review. This green dress she has in her confessional, she looks absolutely stunning. Okay? Okay. That was for the Kenya haters in the room right now watching. I can't believe so far we're in the middle of the episode right now. They spent 10 minutes on that scene with Drew and Ralph, and then the next 10 minutes on Kenya's therapy session. Oh man, this is boring. So next scene we're with Cynthia and she's talking to her gay minion. She's on the phone with Kenya and it looks like she's going to be hosting a Friendsmas at her house, and they're going to be playing the white elephant gift giving game, and it looks like the gift limit's going to be $1,000 a person. And I think that's fair. I mean, all these women can afford it, or should be able to, and everyone will definitely get a decent gift. So then we cut to Kenya trying to buy her $1,000 gift. She's at a jeweler, and I'm guessing her cousin brings up, well, what if somebody you can't stand gets your gift? And she's like, oh, well, if it's Drew, I'll just make it a dog tag. Okay, so we just fast right on forward to the day of Cynthia's event. 3 o'clock? Why she made it so early? So already, it looks like Portia and Drew are gonna be late. Very late. So LaToya texts Cynthia and she tells her that she's not gonna be able to make it because she doesn't want to be a part of any of the drama. I'm like, girl, you've been in the drama all season. What's the difference? So Marlo says she can't make it too, and she's gonna have her assistant drop it off. Marlo has an assistant? What does Marlo do again? So it looks like the only people that come on time is Candy, Shamia, and Kenya. Poor Cynthia, she's just trying to make it nice, like Dorinda. And you got 2 people canceling, you got 2 other people that's super late already, you got all this food, spent all this money, just ungrateful. I feel bad for Cynthia. But anywho, it's 35 minutes into Cynthia's event and Portia and Drew just started to leave. Wow, so every time they go to commercial, they make sure to promote the confrontation between Drew and LaToya later. This better be worth it. So we're 55 minutes into Cynthia's event, and then Marlo's assistant came along with her nephew to drop off her gift. Oof, y'all, we are 35 minutes in and it is so boring. So boring. So now Cynthia's gay minion is reading off the elephant rules for the ladies and for the audience, I guess. So it looks like Kenya is very competitive. She wants to make sure she has the best gift. So she says, well, Portia and Drew, since they came late, they should get number 1 and 2. And you know what? That's fair. Wow, so Portia and Drew are pulling up to Cynthia's event 3 hours late. Now, I could see an hour, but 3 hours? That's kind of disrespectful. No, it is disrespectful. Wow. So then with the help of the producers, we see that Portia has pretty much been late all season. So the climax of this episode is this gift-giving game. I kid you not. So we're about to just watch them give gifts to each other for the season finale. Child, oh my God. Am I really about to review like their gift-giving game? I guess I am. So Portia gets Cynthia's gift, which is a gift from Tiffany's, and it's like a bracelet and a necklace, and Portia seems less than enthused. She spent $1,000 on that? That basic ass jewelry from Tiffany's? Child. Give me the cash. And especially because if I spent $1,000 on something real nice and I got this, oh, I would be pissed. Now, she says she doesn't wear necklaces, but producers catches her in a lie and they show all of her confessional looks and she's wearing necklaces in every single one of them. So Drew gets Portia's gift and it's Baccarat perfume and a little Gucci bag. Portia understood the assignment. Oop, and it's Mallory's turn next and she decides to steal Drew's gift. And I don't blame her. So Drew picks another gift because it was stolen from her. So she gets to Mallory's gift, which was 10 bottles of Voo that was clearly from Cynthia's Bailey bar. Mallory definitely cheated. Oh my God. The nerve so far. So next is Shamia. She gets Candy's gift, which is an iPhone 12. She's happy about that. So Cynthia gets Marlo's gift, and Marlo understood the assignment. So she gave $1,000 in ones. That's fine with me. That's what I probably would have wanted. I get a return on my investment. So Candy gets Kenya's gift, and it's diamond earrings, which is so boring. And Kenya's like, oh, I paid $5,000 for that. And the other messy ladies are Googling the earrings. And I'm pretty sure, like what Portia already clocked, was Kenya did a little trade-off because she's on TV with a business and gonna promote their stuff. So they probably gave it to her at a low mark-off rate. Or she probably got them for free. So Kenya gets Shamia's gift. She gets a Chanel brooch as well as a scarf. Again, understanding the assignment. The gay minion gets to choose for Marlo because Marlo isn't there. At least Marlo was a sport and participated, but the gay minion chooses to steal Kenya's gift. So now Kenya is left with Drew's gift. And Drew basically wrapped 3 gifts in one. Oh my God. So Kenya is opening one of the 3 gifts that she got. And the first one is a pet carrier. I'm guessing that's for a cat or any type of pet. And she put a lace front wig inside of it. I'm guessing because to get back at Kenya and LaToya for saying she had a pet wig. Now, Drew, that hair is not worth $1,000. It's not. And I'm wondering, did Drew just give her own wig that she like already used as a gift? So the second gift is a cassette tape, like a mini cassette tape from the 1980s. Like people don't even use that anymore. And then the third gift is like a boombox to play the cassette in. Kenya is pissed. And it's crazy that like out of all the gifts she had, she was stuck with Drew's gift. Look how karma worked. I mean, Drew ain't shit for that gift. I'm gonna hold her accountable to that. But it is crazy that Kenya was the one to get her gift. Now, Kenya has a right to be mad. Like, she spent money, like, everyone's supposed to spend $1,000. Now, Drew, if this was a gag gift, in addition to your real gift, this probably would have worked. But now you're just pissing Kenya off. And she has a right to be pissed off at you. Lord, I'm defending Kenya. Oh, my God. So all of her gifts, it was an old lace front, a pet carrier, a cassette tape, the boombox to play this cassette tape on, and then a $100 donation to the Humane Society. Wow. Woo. Drew may need to get her ass whooped. And Candy does not look amused at all. And she didn't even get a bad gift. So basically, Drew's trying to get back at Kenya for calling her a stray and making fun of her pet wig. It is just insane how the gift landed on Kenya. It's crazy. I'm not even sure if I can blame producer manipulation. I think that's just plain old karma. Now, even Portia, who don't even fuck with Kenya like that, she's telling Drew, you got her a real gift, right? A real $1,000 gift, right? And then Drew says that wig was $1,000. Now, Drew, stop it. Stop it. Stop saying that wig was $1,000. So Drew's about to play the cassette tape on that boombox or whatever. Candy is pissed right now. She's really pissed because I think, ooh, what if Candy would have got her gift? Oh, now that would have been the finale I wanted to see. Drew is playing a recorded conversation between her assistant and the prophet. So she recording people now without their consent. Okay, Yvonne from Clark ACU. Oh my God. Drew, you started off so well this season. These past 2 episodes, I mean, I can't even vouch for you, girl. Yeah, that revelation was a fail. Like, okay, so he likes Toya. What else? What else is going on? Why is Candy so turned up right now? She already got fed. She got her gift. Why is she so annoyed? And child, goofy ass LaToya come walking through the door at the end. LaToya look like she on something right now. I'm not sure what's going on. And I'm pretty sure she's maybe 4 or 5 hours late. So why isn't anybody mad at her? This scene is so chaotic. I'm not sure if I should blame production for this or the ladies. I don't know what's going on, but now Drew and Latoya are going back and forth now. Shamia and Portia having a whole side conversation. Shamia saying like they finna fight. And then Portia's like, you're not about to knock my curls out. Or Shamia's like, you're not about to have my vagina out. Portia agrees and says, yeah, girl, I ain't got no panties on. We can see this entire conversation in subtitles. Oh my God. Child, this scene is so chaotic. So they separate the women and Kenya and Latoya are talking to each other. Kenya's like, she's a narc. She's a narc. And then Latoya, I'm guessing it's not clicking. She's like, yeah, she's a narcissist. So now Kenya's explaining to Latoya what a narc is. And it's really ironic that Kenya's calling anybody a narc after Strippergate, when she was the one trying to tell the whole world about who messed with the stripper. Drew was in the other room with the ladies and she's trying to explain why she's so angry, and it's not making sense, girl. Like, it has nothing to do with you if the prophet wanted to be with Latoya or not. But Candy is on her right now. She's talking to Drew like, yeah, he's gonna do what he wants to do. Now, Candy, I appreciate that you're so passionate about this, but why don't you keep that same energy for once when Kenya does some fuck shit? All right, why don't you hold your friend accountable? Because y'all never say nothing when Kenya be on one. But Drew doing something and you like on 10 right now? In the meantime, Kenya is stealing Drew's gift, which is the 10 bottles of champagne. Now all the ladies are huddled around Drew saying, girl, we don't care. Like, there's nothing wrong with what he's doing right now. The man isn't engaged. Toya isn't in a situation right now. Well, who cares? Ladies all agree that you need to give away your gift because that wig, that's not right. And I think Drew agrees, but as they're talking, Latoya comes back in the room and starts antagonizing again. Lord, so Latoya takes Drew's wig and then throw it in her direction. I think that's all that you need. She gets up and charges at her, but production hurry up and gets between them. So we just have a little scuffle moment with the producers trying to pull Drew away from the situation. Latoya is now jumping on Cynthia's furniture like she has no home training. Oh, they tearing up Cynthia's living room right now. They are tearing it up. Cynthia is now at the point where she just wants all these motherfuckers to get out her house. And as if this scene wasn't any more chaotic, as Kenya and Latoya gets to Kenya's car, we have carolers coming now singing. And Kenya's like, oh Lord. And Latoya high ass, I don't know what she on. Either she on some pills and some liquor, or she on liquor and weed. But she is very delighted by these carolers and starts dancing. Oh my God, and Kenya is wrangling her to the car. Clearly she's drunk. I think Latoya has some type of problem. But yeah, like Kenya literally is dragging her, telling her to stop it and get to her car. Kenya is so rude. She's saying, get away from my car. And it looked like she's about to run them over. And now here we go with the little end credits, to each wife and what's going on with them. I'm not about to read that shit. This was terrible. So Kenya and Latoya left, but Cynthia was very adamant about getting the ladies the fuck out of her house. So they go outside to enjoy the carolers. And I think that's it. Is it? Yes, that is it. We ended with all them outside, huddled and singing Christmas carols. What a whack finale. I think this was the worst finale in the show's history. Really, really bad. And then you got this terrible reunion footage too after it. Oh man, I mean, y'all, this was a disappointing season. I really hope they do a cast shakeup. I think the only thing that made watching this worth it was the 20-second snippet of Real Housewives of Potomac that's coming this summer. It was announced. And you know what's crazy? Potomac ended 4 months ago. Only 4 months ago. But I'm guessing it makes sense because they filmed that season in 2019 and they delayed it last year. So I'm guessing they're right on time. But the producers know what they're doing. They know that they need to fill that Sunday night. Because Married to Medicine ain't doing nothing right now. And Atlanta, this was like a bomb. So disappointed, y'all. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all for that 3-part reunion. Y'all gonna stick it out with me just how I'm gonna have to stick out with it. So yeah, bye.